Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back on my series on Rahu transits 2017. And today we'll be talking about the transit of Rahu from the zodiac sign of Leo into Cancer, because we know that Rahu moves backwards, always in the retrograde motion. And today we'll be talking about this transit for the moon sign of Taurus people. This is a very important transit, as we've been discussing in our earlier videos as well, because Rahu is a major malefic, that is one, so we are all very concerned about its results and effects on all of us. And also it is going to be staying in one zodiac sign for approximately 18 months. Very unlike other planets like Moon, which stays in one zodiac sign for 2¼ days, and Sun, which stays in one zodiac sign for approximately a month. So these are important transits, but at the same time we are not much concerned because they stay in one zodiac sign for a short period of time. But planets like Saturn and Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu, of course, goes with Rahu. These are the planets which move, or these are the planets which stay in one zodiac sign for a long period of time when they transit. Okay, so we are going to discuss how this transit is going to affect Taurus moon sign people. We have covered starting from Cancer moon sign through Aries moon sign in our earlier videos. So people who have not watched them, and if those videos refer to their birth charts, please refer to those. And today we'll be talking about Taurus moon sign people. And as you can see on the screen, the number 2 is mentioned or written on the ascendant or the first house, but please do not get confused by it. It is for the Taurus moon sign people, meaning which if you open your birth chart, if you see the planet moon sitting where number 2 is written, which means Taurus zodiac sign, then this video is for you. Although, some modern day astrologers insist that we should look at transits from the ascendant as well. So you're welcome to consider it from your ascendant, meaning which in case your ascendant is Taurus, you can consider this video applicable to you, but no guarantees. I'm going to guarantee only the effects for Taurus moon sign people, because that's what the ancient scriptures say very clearly, that transits, or gochara as it's called in Sanskrit, should be looked from the moon sign. Okay, so what will be the effects of Taurus moon sign people in this transit is that Rahu is going to be moving into your 3rd house, and right opposite to it will be Ketu. It's going to be moving into your 9th house, because Rahu and Ketu are always opposite. So what will be the effects will be? Well, from the point of view of Rahu, is going to give you very good results from a materialistic perspective. Okay, so very clearly a lot of astrologers keep mentioning, okay, well, Rahu transit in the 3rd house is going to be good for you, an excellent time, but not from a spiritual perspective, from a materialistic perspective. Okay, only. So it's going to give you all kinds of success related to your marital relationships and pleasures, and getting a good job, or getting into a good profession, or some kind of promotion in your job, or some kind of betterment in your career, or if you're a businessman, it could give you good results in your business. So overall, very good period, socially good period of time. But again, once again, I'll qualify it on a materialistic level as well, because Rahu is all about materialism and Ketu is about spiritualism. So Rahu, whenever you consider good effects of Rahu, just consider good effects from a materialistic point of view. And if you go beyond that, if you look at it philosophically and go beyond into the realm of higher thinking and higher understanding, okay, then you'll probably realize that all these good effects which you see on a materialistic plane are actually not good effects, because you're getting into all kinds of karmas which will take you further away from your salvation. Okay, so overall, good period of time from a materialistic point of view. But also, I would say that Rahu transits can be tricky as well, although it's been mentioned that it's a good period of time in the ancient scriptures. But it could be tricky in terms of dealing with your spouse. Okay, so the health of the spouse has to be taken into consideration. You know, be very careful as far as the spouse's health is concerned. Be very careful as far as relationship with your spouse is concerned. Although I just mentioned earlier that, you know, it'll be a great time with your spouse, and you know, you'll have a great relationship and good pleasurable time for the next 18 months for Taurus moon sign people. But at the same time, you know, like I said, you know, it's a major malefic, so sometimes the effects can be slightly tricky as well. Okay, so be extremely careful as far as the health of the spouse is concerned. Also, as far as undertaking any kind of pleasure journeys, not spiritual but pleasure journeys are concerned, be very careful. You know, you could make some wrong decisions and you can go overboard in terms of overspending or not having a perfect journey. But from a spiritual journey point of view, this time is going to be extremely good for you. Okay, no problems whatsoever. So in case you're trying to undertake any kind of a pilgrimage or any kind of a spiritual journey or for spiritual purposes, this period is going to be excellent for you. All right. Also, as far as any kind of an income or desire fulfillment is concerned on a materialistic plane, like I already told you in the earlier part of the video, you shouldn't worry at all. You should, you know, be very positive about the outcome. As far as your profession goes, as far as any fulfillment of desires goes, any kind of a materialistic desire will be fulfilled. Jobs, profession, business, everything is going to be successful. Romances could be successful as well. Okay, and there's another flip side to this transit as well, that for some people the health has to be taken into consideration as well. You have to take extreme caution as far as your health is concerned. That is of prime importance as well. You may see some kind of a pitta ailment as far as you're concerned. So people who are already having a pitta dosha, and we know that there are three types of doshas: pitta, which is the fire dosha, kapha, which is the water dosha, and vata, which is the air dosha. And any kind of a problems or diseases related to these, as per Ayurveda, which is the Eastern science of medicine, come under these three doshas. So as far as pitta problems are concerned, overheating of your body is concerned, that may be felt in this transit of Rahu and Ketu, because I'm taking into consideration both the planets, Rahu and Ketu as well. So be extremely careful on that point as far as the pitta part is concerned. Okay, and also some problems related to children can be seen in this next 18 months for Taurus moon sign people as far as their Rahu Ketu axis is concerned. So some kind of care has to be taken as far as the children's health is concerned. That's one. They could also get some kind of an influence by getting overexcited, or sometimes getting too excited and angry at times as well. So as far as your relationship with the children goes, you know, try to exercise extreme caution. Do not get into any kind of an argument with them, because they may be very aggressive and angry during this next 18 months period, starting August 18, 2017. Okay, that is one. Also, again, you know, pitta problems related to children also has to be taken into consideration. Don't let them overdo either, you know, their studies, or if they are settled in their profession, or, you know, as far as their physical activity is concerned, try to take good care of them and try to make sure that they eat well and exercise well, because I see some kind of a concern over there. You know, astrology is a mixed bag. You know, it cannot be good and good or bad. You know, I don't like astrologers who just say, okay, well, this is an excellent period for you, and nothing bad will happen. So it has to be balanced, and especially when you're dealing with the the Chaya grahas, or the shadow planets like Rahu and Ketu, you have to be extremely careful, because at times they could go in the reverse direction even if they are behaving in a positive fashion. Also, look at other transits of other 7 planets in your birth chart. If they are positive, then it's a great time for you. If they're not positive, then many of the positive effects of this favorable transit of Rahu in your birth chart can be affected to a great extent. And also, along with the transits of other 7 planets, look at dashas, the operating periods of planets which are operating, both from the nakshatra dasha systems and from the rashi or the zodiac sign dasha systems, like Chara dasha system or Narayana dasha system. Look at it. So don't just come to a conclusion based on one technique and one tool. Okay, so like I said, look at this dasha, look at the positives and the tricky part of this Rahu Ketu transit. Look at this transit, look at this first, look at this transit, look at the tricky, of course this is a favorable period for you, but look at the tricky part, because shadow planets are involved here, what I just mentioned in the earlier part of my video. And also look at the dashas of other 7 planets, the dashas which are operating in your birth chart, and also look at the transits of other 7 planets, and then look at the dashas from several ways, nakshatra and also the rashi dashas, and then come to a conclusion. Just don't come to a conclusion looking at a video on YouTube saying that, okay, Rahu 3rd house position is great for you, so you'll have a great time. No, that is not the correct analysis, and you shouldn't come to any kind of a conclusion based on that. Astrology is a mix. Why it is a mix? Because astrology, our birth charts and transits are based on our own karmas in our past lives or this life. So we may be doing something positive and negative at the same time, so all these effects are going to be felt through our birth chart for our present and future as well. That makes a lot of logic and sense. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel, check out my website, there is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic in Vedic astrology in my next session very soon. Goodbye.